Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I have here this Japanese pull saw that I picked up on Amazon. It's actually made in China, so does that make it a Chinese pull saw? I'm going to say it's a Japanese style, okay? They I've seen these used over the years and I've always wanted one, specifically when you're cutting dowels or something like this. You have a piece of wood in the back, and normally I would use, if I wanted to be super careful, I would get a hacksaw blade and make sure that the teeth were facing this way, and I would do the pull cut this way, or I would take a piece of cardboard or something and put it down so I didn't mar the surface, or I would cut them, leave an eighth of an inch and then sand it down. So I always wondered how these things would work, if it would minimize the sanding needed. I even have this is like a a coping saw blade. This is actually made in Japan. And I actually have this one set with the teeth facing down, which will cut on the pull stroke. Most Western type saws are going to cut on the push stroke. You can get a lot of power that way, but you don't get as much precision, in my opinion, when you're doing it on the pull stroke. Now there are some saws that are double cut, which will cut both ways, but most of the saws you're going to buy in your DIY places are going to be push saws, and if they have a blade that's removable and you can flip it around, you could make it a pull saw. Like a hacksaw, you could always turn it around, right? So if you put it in that way, you'll feel your teeth will slide over. That means they're going to the right. If you push your hand that way, you can see my thumb gets stuck, right? So now if I put this in the saw this way, it changes it opposite, okay? So that's just a little background on push-pull. Let's get this open. Alright, so like I said, I got this off of Amazon. I got it on sale. It was under 10 bucks. Well, actually, it was 10.65. My bad. It's regularly like 20 something, and it was half price. Had great reviews. It's got a flexible blade. It's got I believe this is 17 teeth per inch on this side to be used for a hardwood, and then 11 per, no, this one is 17 per inch for the softwood, and this is 11 for hardwood. So right off the bat, nice flexibility. I dig the handle. These are just burned in designs, but feels comfortable. So let me reset this up on my vise and we'll try this thing out. Alright, let's see how this works out. So I'm going to use the softwood because this is pretty soft. And I'm doing this one-handed. Just want to see how she cuts. Whoa, man, that cut fast. Alright, I had to restart that camera. So that worked amazing. We'll get a closer look at that, but let's see how this works. Again, I'm using it one-handed, and I'm not trying to be too aggressive because I want to see how this works. Wow. Okay, let me refocus this camera over here now. Let me take this out of the vise. Wow. Okay, so what I noticed right off the bat is this is almost perfectly clean. There's a little tiny edge right there, which will sand perfectly. And I have a, oh man, I'm not in view there. So this one is good. This one, it's got a couple little, as you can see those, hopefully it shows up, those lines. But let's see if I just take a piece of sandpaper and I go over it, how clean it is. Oh, that's great. I mean, that's great. I mean, that would be minimal. I mean, that's perfectly flush. And then this, obviously I would use a orbital sander or something like that, but let's just see by hand how much effort to get that flush. Wow. Okay. That's great. That is great. I'm definitely pleased with that. Let me put the name here so you can see it. I don't know how to pronounce it. Kerai, whatever. But it's a KY05, Japanese pull saw. Again, like I said, on Amazon, there was actually one day I saw it on there. It actually was a lightning sale. It was like $8. And I threw it in my cart, but I waited too long to order it. So I had to pay a couple bucks extra. So yeah, check it out if you're looking for a pull saw. Like I said, it's very flexible. I mean, this isn't something I'll be taking out in the woods or anything. This is just something I got in my garage, which is my workshop, to do things like that. You know, I just need a little cut. I want to cut a dowel or something, you know. I think it's going to come in really handy, and the price was right. So there you have it, folks. My first Japanese pull saw. I'm very pleased with it. Go check it out. And you know I'm going to say it. I'm sending you all much, much love and appreciation, my brothers and sisters. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And we'll see you on the next one.